All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Hey, I did this tried to do this webinar this morning at 6 a.m. my time and crashed maybe 20, 30 minutes into it. So I see some of you are back for the second round, and I've got my fingers crossed. Hopefully this one's going to work out perfectly because I'm going to show you guys how to use GreenShot. That's a software tool. It's in your back office. You can download for free. And today I'm going to show you how to just use it for building Craigslist ads. You can use it for all sorts of things, but I'm going to just show you how to use it to build Craigslist ads. Really good looking HTML Craigslist ads that you get a response with. Okay. So welcome to the room, those of you who are just popping in. And Mike Moylan, I see you're here. Mark here, you're here. Jerry, you're here. Don, you're here. Fabulous. And we're going to have some more folks popping in here in the next couple minutes. I think I started a little bit early. But you know what? Let's just check this out before we get started this time. I'm recording this one, and if we go through all the way nice and clean, then I'll have this webinar recorded and compressed, and it'll be uploaded and emailed out to you guys probably over the weekend. Okay, so you'll have some recorded notes here. So with that, I'm going to just pop in on one of you. Hey, Don, I'm going to unmute you for a minute. Hey, Don, say hello.
Hello, how you doing, Chris?
Real good. Am I coming through loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. Okay, good. Then I'm going to mute you again, and we're going to get this little party started. So welcome to the webinar. You guys all have a back office just like Mark, who's a new agent. He's down in Florida. He's on the webinar right now. He's just signed up about a week ago. And I'm going to play around with Mark's system right in front of everybody's eyes with his permission. If I'm going to check in with him in a minute. I'm going to make some modifications to it and some changes using GreenShot and Craigslist. And Mark, if you're okay with that, I'm just going to check in on you, and I'm going to unmute you. Hey, Mark, can we play around with your website a little bit?
Absolutely. This is great. Thank you.
Perfect. That's what we're going to do then. Okay. So if you're brand new to this system, you've got a website out of the box that looks just like this, right? Unless you ordered a custom masthead or something up there. And today, you're going to learn how to make your own masthead, right? And make it look real pretty. But more than that, you're going to learn how to start generating some leads with your system today. So Mark is down in Florida. And I've already gone ahead before I launched this webinar, and I went onto Google, and I pulled up a bunch of images of Florida houses. And I've been grabbing some. I already grabbed a couple images I called Florida 1, Florida 2, and I think I need a couple more images here. So this is a decent looking house. I think I've still got somebody unmuted. Let's see. Yeah, Mark. Sorry. Hey, Mark, it sounded like there might be a train going by in your neighborhood. I don't know, but I left you unmuted. So here's one more house. I'm going to grab a picture of this house real quick, and I'll show you guys how to do this in a moment. I'm using a tool you've got called GreenShot, and I'm going to say Save As, and I'm going to save this house as Florida 3. Right, because I've already got 2 of them in there. I got Florida 1, 2, and 3 now. Okay, we're done. All right, we're going to come back to this stuff a little bit later. All right, so here's Mark's website, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to log into Mark's back office, and I'm going to click on this link that says Customize Website Menu. All right, not Customize Website Content. In other words, if I wanted to edit some things and change the content, then I would click on Customize Website Content, but that's not what I want to do. I want to play around with the menu right now. So I'm going to click Customize Website Menu, and what you see here are available menu items, and then down here is site menu. The distinction between these two fields is that the available menu items are pages currently not showing on your website. Right? Site menu are the pages you currently have showing on your website. Okay, so I'm going to come up here, and Mark has a page, as do you guys. It's called Home Finder. Home Finder. And I'm going to take his Home Finder page, and I'm going to drag it right down here, and I'm going to drag it onto his website. And I'm going to make it the second page that appears. Okay, I'm going to put it right there. While I'm at it, I'm also going to grab Get Up to $30,000 in a Fresh Start, because he's down in Florida, and there's still some short sales going on down there. And this is a good page for him to have, right? That's a real good page for him to have. In fact, I'd like to get rid of his HARP 2.0 government refinance page. I'd like to just take that off of his website and replace it with the HARP 2.0 refinance help template that I've got set up. We're going to put that right there. Okay. What I'd like to do is I'd like to make Mark a real estate divorce specialist, okay, because he's going to get some referrals. I'm going to show him how to start orchestrating referrals. So I'm going to take that page as well, and we're going to put that down here past all the short sale stuff, right? And I'm also going to make Mark a probate expert. So I'm going to drag this probate help page down, and I'll put it right down there next to the real estate divorce specialist, okay? Anything I need to get rid of, yeah, about us and contact information are a little bit redundant. So I'm going to get rid of contact information. I'm going to take that off of the site, okay? And then we got the short sale page, home finder, get up to $30,000, home loan mod, deed in lieu, deficiency judgment. Okay, so I'm going to click Save Changes. So we're going to go back. We're going to look at Mark's page here. When I refresh it, this stuff's going to go away. This stuff's going to go away, lickety-split. 3, 2, 1, 0, gone. All right, good. Here's the new pages, right? Now Mark is a real estate divorce specialist, right? If we click on that page, you guys can all see the house after divorce. What will you do? Well, here's a letter from Mark, and it just lets people know that, you know what, you probably want to work with Mark. If you've got some real estate to split up because you're getting divorced, he's a real estate divorce advisor. All right. Also, probate now. Hey, listen, Mark's got some pretty cool options for probate. 2 different ways to get your probated property sold for top dollar. You can sell it in 24 hours. You can take a little bit longer. I've got 2 options for you here, and they're great. All right. Give me a call today to discuss both of them, and here's some helpful links for probate people. All right. So these are some things that we dragged down. Get up to $30,000 in a fresh start. All right. This says Bank of America pays up to $30,000 in relocation assistance to upside down and delinquent owners who short sale. How much will your lender pay? I'll help you stay in your home as long as possible and fight to get you as much cash as possible for your fresh start, right? So we got this. Now what Mark is going to want to do is replace this video, okay, with him, a video of him. So we made some changes to his site over here, but one of the big changes we made was we put a page over here called Home Finder, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the name of this page, and then I'm going to create some Craigslist ads to start driving traffic to it. So he's down in South Florida. In fact, if I go back here to menu and I click Edit Site Settings, I can come down here, or not Edit Site Settings. If I click on Edit Online Data, I can come down here and see, okay, Fort Lauderdale. All right, so he's in Fort Lauderdale. So, I'm looking at this site here. I'm thinking, okay, Home Finder, here's what I'm going to do. Customize website content. I'm going to go down to my Home Finder page, right? Now I want to customize the content. Here it is. Here's my Home Finder page. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to rename it, right? And I'm going to rename it Fort Lauderdale Home Finder. Did I spell Lauderdale correctly? Control T. Let's just check that out. Fort Lauderdale. LAU, right? LAU. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. So Fort LAU Lauderdale Home. All right. I'm just going to click Submit. All right. So let's check something out here. Let's go over to this page and refresh. And let's just see that first little change I made. Now it's called the Fort Lauderdale Home Finder. Now if we click on it, right, this is the default page. Look, this has got pictures of homes in Del Mar, California. That's definitely not Fort Lauderdale, right? And down here, the testimonials say Chris promised and then delivered. That's not Mark, right? He's going to have to do a couple things before he can create a really cool Craigslist ad and start driving buyers over here. I'll show you guys how. So what Mark's going to have to do is create an image to put up here that's more representative of Fort Lauderdale. And it's got to be really easy before we can make a Craigslist ad and start driving traffic over here today for Mark. We're going to have to make this thing look like Fort Lauderdale. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get offline right now. I'm going to close all that stuff. And now you're looking at my computer desktop. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to say New. And I'm going to open up a PowerPoint presentation. Now, you guys don't need to use PowerPoint. You could use Microsoft Publisher. You could probably use Word or any sort of desktop publishing program that you have. It doesn't matter. Use whatever you're most comfortable in. I like PowerPoint because it came with Microsoft, right? So I didn't have to buy anything else, and it's pretty easy to work in. It's pretty powerful. So I've got this piece of paper here. Essentially, I opened up a PowerPoint file, right? And now watch what I'm going to do. Remember those Florida homes that I saved images of? Okay, I'm going to say Insert, and I'm going to go Picture, right? And I'm going to go Desktop, and I'm going to say Florida 1. Insert. All right. So there's a picture of a Florida house, and I bet you could find a house that looks like that down in and around the Fort Lauderdale area. All right. Then I'm going to say Insert Picture Florida 2. All right. Now I got another picture. That's definitely a Florida house, right? And you could find something like that down around Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to put that right there. Then I'm going to say Insert Picture Florida 3. Yeah, I got 3 of them. Right, there you go. So I've got 3 pretty much Florida-looking houses, right? And I'm going to make them all the same size. Here's how. Look, this is why I like that. I'm going to move this around. Watch. So I put this picture right underneath that one, and I stretch it out to the same width. And I say, okay. And I drag this one down here, and I stretch it out to the same width, right? And I say, okay. All right, that's the same there. And then I bring it up here, and I say, oh, it needs to be a little bit taller. It needs to be a little bit taller, right? And this one, how does this one line up? It also needs to be a little bit taller. Let's make some room on this page, right? Let's move these things down, and let's make this move down a little bit, right? And we're going to make it a little bit taller, just like that. All right. Now, I think what I'm going to do, just to be creative, right, I'm going to fit this onto my page a little bit better. I'll shorten these up, right? Shorten them up. Let's fit this stuff onto the page. There we go. A little bit shorter. All right. Now what I can do is I'm going to click on this image, and I'm going to make the border kind of fuzzy. This one too, kind of fuzzy. This one too, kind of fuzzy like that. And so look at that. That looks kind of cool. Now I'm going to use my GreenShot program that I downloaded from my back office, right? Because in your back office, everybody has this. You've got this download screenshot program, right? Under training and resources, you can just download this tool that I'm about to use, right? When you download the screenshot program, it appears on your desktop, and it lives right down here, and it just waits for you till the day that you need it. So let's get rid of my drawings here. Erase drawings, right? And let's go back to my PowerPoint presentation. And now I've got my GreenShot that I downloaded. I'm going to right-click on it, and I'm going to left-click on Capture Region, right? And now I've got this little crosshair. I'm going to take it right up here to the corner, and I'm going to click and drag, right? Across the whole screen. Click and drag. And then when I get to the other corner, I'll unclick. Okay. So now what I did was I just took a picture of those 3 pictures and turned them into one picture, which I'm going to say save as, okay, buyer page for Mark, right? And I'm saying save, and we're done. Now what I can do here is I can delete this. I don't need it anymore. I don't need that anymore, and I don't need that anymore. What I am going to do, though, and this is why I like PowerPoint, is I'm going to make this page a little bit wider because I want my image to be wider. So, look, I'm going to come over here to Design, right, and then Page Setup. And for width, I'm going to change this. I'm going to make my page much wider. I'm going to say 15 inches. Okay? Now look how wide my page just got. Now watch. I'm going to say Insert Picture. And I'm going back to my desktop, and we called it Buyer Page for Mark. Open. There it is. Right. Now, I know that on Mark's page, on his buyer page, right here, I need a pretty wide image to fit this page. I'd like it to be at least 1,000 pixels wide. So over here, I'm going to take this thing now, and I'm going to stretch it out, right? Make it a little bit bigger like that. Right. There we go. All right. Now I've got my image. And I can even make it maybe even a little bit bigger like that, right? Now, if I had Mark's logo, right? I could say insert picture, and I could go to downloads, and I could come over here and I could insert foreclosure alternatives advisor, something like this, and I could shrink it down, right? And I could incorporate it, into these images up here, right? And maybe Mark could put his photo in here someplace, and his brokerage logo, right? Maybe he'd want to say insert, I've got some Post-it notes. I've got some really, I'll show you guys how to make these, right? Maybe he'd want to put a Post-it note little image on here like this, because I'll show you what you can do with these. You can just put like little notes on here to people, right? And then what he could do, that's not going to work for him, so I'm going to take it away, right? But he could do all kinds of things to this image up here. And then when he's done making it look the way he wants, he's going to take one more picture, right? This time it's wider. It's almost 1,000 pixels wide, right? It's 984 pixels wide. You guys can see that number up there, right? I'm going to snap a photo. I'm not going to save this one because I want it to be 1,000 pixels wide. So no, do not save. Click on this. I'm going to stretch it out. Now it's wider, right? Now I'm going to take a photo of it again with green shot. I'm going to right click. Then I'm going to click on capture region. Right? Now look, take a picture. Now how wide is it? 1,022 pixels. Perfect. I'm going to snap a photo, and I'm going to say save as buyer page masthead for Mark. Same name, because I'm going to replace it, right? Save. And then it says, wait a minute, that one already exists. Do you want to replace it? I sure do. Yes. Okay. We're done. All right. So we're done with PowerPoint for the minute, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to upgrade Mark's page so it's ready for the Craigslist ads we're about to build. Okay. So I'm going to go into his back office and I'm going to click Customize Website Content. I'm going to go down to that page we're working on. It's the buyer page, right? Where is it in here? It's called, what do we call it? Oh, we changed the name. We called it the Fort Lauderdale Home Finder. Here it is. So now I'm going to click Edit. Right. Now, here's my page. Just open it up. I'm going to click on this picture of Del Mar images, right? Oops. And then, in fact, before we do that, I missed a step. Let's back up. Let's go back to the main menu. Remember, I just made that new image. We've got to upload it first. So in Mark's back office, I'm going to click Upload Images, right? Then I'm going to say Choose File. Then I'm going to go to my desktop where I saved it, and I'm going to go look for it. It was called Buyer Page for Mark. There it is. And I'm going to upload it into Mark's back office. Okay. Now, when I uploaded it, it gave me some HTML code right here. It converted this image into some code that I need. So I'm going to right-click on this image URL right here. I'm going to right-click on it and say Copy Link Address. Right? And what I really did is I just copied this whole image. It's like I picked it up and it's in my fingertips. Right? And so now I'm going to go Menu, and I'm going to go over that page we want to work on, Customize Website Content. Right? So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find Fort Lauderdale Home Finder, Edit. All right, now here's this picture I want to go away, so I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to say Delete. All right, and now look, my cursor's right there where I want the new picture to be. So I'm going to scroll right over here where there's a picture of a picture. See that little tree right there? And it says Insert Image. I'm going to click on that. And then it says Image URL. Well, I've got it right here. I'm just going to paste it. All right, there's that image that we just uploaded. All right, so there it is. And now I'm just going to click Insert. Okay. Right. So now there's that. Right. That's done. So we can come down here and we can click Submit. Now let's go back to his buyer page that looks like it's for Del Mar, and let's refresh. All right. So now we've got some Florida homes up here. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do, and I'm not going to do this with you guys right now, but Mark, I'm going to do it with you to complete the system, is I'm going to change this. I'm going to do the same exact thing, and I'm going to create a testimonial box for you, and I'm going to put it into this form page here, okay? So we'll complete the process out. But so I just customized your page. Now it's ready to receive buyers. Now, I like to help people get listings. So why are we talking about buyers? Here's just a little bonus system for you guys. The best way to go farm a particular neighborhood, like a gated community or a controlled community where it's got a name like, Coral Creek or Coral Gables or something like that. The best way to go farm a community like that for listings is to have buyers, right? And you could do it knocking on the door. That's a great way to do it. Or you could do it by mailing letters. And I'm just talking a letter. You write a letter and you stick it in an envelope. You photocopy that letter, 200 times, however many houses there are in that, subdivision, right? And you stuff them all in envelopes and you handwrite the address. And the letters just say, listen, right now, I've got a web page over here at findmyfortlauderdalehome.com. And I've got a whole bunch of really motivated buyers that want to be in this neighborhood. In fact, I've got 3 families that are fully approved with large down payments that need to move within the next 90 days, and they're all looking for 3- and 4-bedroom homes in this particular neighborhood. If you are a neighbor that you know about thinking about selling, I've got a buyer for your house. Please call me today. Right? That is a killer way to go farm for listings. Have some buyers. Right? And so the system that I'm showing you guys right now, it's got a double benefit. You're going to use it to go farm for listings, but you're also going to get some good buyers from it. There's a lot of buyers you guys don't want right now. They're the kind that you end up making $6 an hour with, right? FHA, VA, and they got to write 35 offers before you're going to get one accepted, and that's going to take 9 months. And, it's just that's the kind of buyer that'll drive you out of the real estate business. The kind of buyers that will make you profitable, right, are buyers that have a 20% down payment or better, right? They're purchasing in a price point range that makes sense for you to go show properties, right? And they're motivated. They're ready to go. They need to buy. They don't want to buy. They need to buy, right? And so that being said, those people exist out there. Don't get caught up trying to convince people to buy. You're not in the business of, now's a great time to buy. Interest rates are low. That's an ad. That's trying to convince somebody to buy. There's a bunch of people that are just going to buy no matter what. You got to go get in front of them, right? There's people that are going to sell no matter what. You got to get in front of them, right? So right now we've got this page here. Let's look what this says. It says a proactive agent with the right system can find the home you want even when it's not on the market. Wow, really? Most real estate buyer agents will set you up with automated home updates, matching your general search criteria that gets sent to your inbox and then go look for another client. That's not me. Hey, that's what my agent's doing. It says, in today's market of limited inventory and fierce competition, it's just not a winning game plan. In fact, I found that sometimes the very best way to find the home you want is to go asking for it, right? That's what I just talked about. So it says, that's right. When you know what you want, you've got the means to obtain it, I'll go looking for it. That means knocking on doors, sending letters, and leaving notes on the doorsteps of every home matching your needs. That's that system I just told you about, right? It says, is your agent doing that? Their answer is going to be no, right? It says, if not, fill out the form right here or give me a call and put me to work finding your South Florida home, right? My team will walk, knock, and talk looking for the home you want and need, so put us on your team today, right? And then, now here's what you guys need to know. This form, if these aren't the right questions you want to ask, let's edit the form. You can change this form field. You can change the questions. You can change the price points. You can add questions. You can do whatever you want to the form. And in fact, Mark, you can tie an automated drip campaign to this form. So when people come in and fill it out, boom, you're following up with them without doing anything, right? That's another class. All right, but so we've got this form semi-set up for you. So let's go make an ad. Let's go make a Craigslist ad and point it to this page. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a PowerPoint presentation. And let's get rid of, now let's keep this. Let's turn this into an ad. All right, let's make these houses a little bit bigger like that. And let's shrink this whole thing down. Maybe we'll go like that. That's a good size. That's not a bad size for an ad. Okay, now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to say insert text box, right? And I put a text box right here. And I'm going to say South Florida bank owned and short sale bargains, right? That's going to be my headline. I'm going to grab all that and I'm going to make it bold, and I'm going to change my font over here to something a little more official looking, like Arial Black, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Let's go up to 24 point. Now that's a little bit too big. Let's go to 20 point. Okay, South Florida bank owned and short sale bargains, right? And then I'm going to come down a line and I'm going to change my font now back to Calibri, and it's not going to be bold. And I'm going to say, I specialize in finding, blah, 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 blah. I specialize in finding South Florida bargain properties, right? No, let's go like this. South Florida bank-owned and short sale bargains, right? For a list, for a free list, and help finding your dream home, click on the ad. Click on the images. Right, click on the images. Click on the houses. Click on a house. Click on a house. Boom. Okay. So I'm going to grab that text right there and I'm going to click center. And then I'm going to say shape fill yellow. Okay. And now I'm going to grab this text box. I'm going to drag it right down here and put it a little closer to the top of my houses. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Then I'm going to say insert, let's go one more text box. Right. And I'm going to say call Mark. Right, Mark, I'm just going to go check out your information. Sorry, I don't remember it all. Stangl, 954. Okay, there's your phone number. Stangl. All right. Call Mark, Stangl, at Control V for immediate help scoring a killer home today, right? So let's make this a fit. Let's backspace that up a little bit. I'm going to stretch that out, right? Control all this text in here, right? Why isn't it all just wrapping? Let's drag that out a little bit further. Come on, backspace. All right. So add to dictionary so I don't have that squiggly little line under his last name because it didn't recognize his last name, right? And I'm going to shrink this down a little bit, and I'm going to make the phone number bold, just like that, right? And then I'm going to fill this box with yellow as well, right? And then I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to drag it down here to the bottom, right? And I'm going to shrink it so it fits, right? Just like that. And I'm going to say grab all that text and center it, right? And let's make it a little bit smaller so it fits better. There we go. Good. So there's my Craigslist ad. All right, looks pretty good, huh? South Florida bank-owned and short sale bargains for a free list and help finding your dream home. Click on a house, right? And now watch, you guys. Let's do a little trick here. Let's go on here to Google because you can do anything with Google. Sky's the limit on Google, right? I'm going to go to another website here called wigflip.com. We're going to go over to wigflip.com. Here we go. Wigflip.com. Watch this. We're going to have a lot of fun. Come on up and wig flip. You flip our wigs. All right, here we go. We're on Wig Flip. And I'm going to say, yes. Help us out, Mark. We're getting frustrated. Right, and then I'm going to say, center that stuff. And then I'm going to come down like that. Yes, help us out, Mark. We're getting frustrated. And I'm going to push that down, and I'm going to say create. Okay, yes, help us out, Mark. We're getting frustrated. See, there's my thing. So I'm going to say save to my computer. And I'm going to call it Mark_Wigflip. Right, I'll remember that. Save. Right, so we got Mark_Wigflip. All right, let's go back over here and let's just say insert picture, and that probably would have gone to downloads, I'm assuming, and it would have been called Mark. No, it didn't go there, so it would have gone to desktop perhaps. Let's call it Mark Wigflip. Yep, there it is. Open. All right, that's kind of nice. Yes, help us out, Mark. We're getting frustrated. Okay. Now, I'm going to take a picture of this. All right, this is my final ad. I'm done. That's my Craigslist ad. Looks pretty good, huh? So I'm going to say save as, Mark's ad. Mark's ad, save, and we're done. Right? Done. And we're going to close out of PowerPoint, and we're going to go back into Mark's back office right now. Okay? Mark's back office, and we're going to go over here to upload images. And I'm going to say choose file, and I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to go upload that ad that I just made for Mark. It's called Mark's ad. It's right here. And I'm going to open it, upload it, right? Upload image. Okay, there's the ad. Now, something you guys need to understand about your stealth system. Every time you upload an image, two things occur. Number one, you're already aware that when you upload an image, it creates a URL for you, right? It converts the image into a URL. That's number one. The second thing that happens is it sends your image over to your Craigslist ads. Whether it's a Craigslist ad or not, it sends them there. So let's go look. Let's go click on Craigslist ads. Right, now we're in Mark's back office. We're going to scroll through all the Craigslist ads that came preloaded with his system. I already made a bunch for him, right, for going after short sales. All right, so he's going to scroll through all those. Hey, look, there's the home image that we uploaded. It's not a Craigslist ad, but like I said, any image that gets uploaded ends up over here. Right, here's the Craigslist ad we just made. Now I'm going to do something critical. Right underneath this Craigslist ad, there's this field that says display page, right? Display page. In other words, when people click on this ad, what page of your website do you want them to land on? Well, clearly, we want buyers, potential buyers, to land on Mark's buyer page. What did we call it? We called it Fort Lauderdale Home Finder, right? So I just selected Fort Lauderdale Home Finder, and when I did, it changed this code, right? All this code down here, right? So I'm going to copy this code. I'm going to right-click on it. I select it. I'm going to copy it, right? And now I've got it. What I have is this ad converted into code that I can go post on Craigslist, right? And when people click on it, it's going to take them right over here. So I'm going to go Control-T, and I'm going to say Craigslist Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale. Let's just go there. Craigslist Fort Lauderdale. We're going to go post this ad. We just got driving some traffic to your stealth website today, Mark. So Craigslist South Florida. Here we go. And we're going to go to housing, right? Apartments, housing. There we go. We're going to click on that. And we're going to say post. And we're going to say housing offered, right? Housing offered by broker. And we're going to say, I don't know, is it Miami-Dade, Broward County? Let me come over here and unmute you for just 1 minute, Mark. Hey, what can I put in here, Mark? Miami, Broward, or Palm?
Broward.
Palm?
Broward County.
Broward? Sorry.
Broward County.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so we're going to go with Broward County. We're going to say continue. All right. Now I'm going to post that code stuff right here. There it is. Now headline is going to say Broward County Bank Owned Bargain. I'm going to change that. It's much too broad, right? I'm going to call it Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale Bank Owned Bargains. In fact, Fort Lauderdale 3-bedroom bank owned bargains, right? And we're just going to say Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale. And then I'm going to come right over here into Mark's back office again one more time. Right, I got to go back up to your main menu. I'm going to come over here and click Edit Online Data, and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get your email address, copy. All right, I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to paste it in right here. Right, and then I'm going to paste it in right here one more time. And the price is, we're going to say $150,000. And I already said 3 bedrooms, right? And we're going to click Continue. And then I'm not going to add any images because I'm done. I'm done with the images. So now we've got this $150,000 3-bedroom Fort Lauderdale, 3-bedroom bank-owned bargain, right? South Florida bank-owned and short sale bargains for a free list and help finding your dream home. Click on a house. Yes, help us out, Mark. We're getting frustrated. Call Mark Stengel, right? So if people click on this ad from Craigslist, right, now before we can publish it, I'm going to click publish. You're going to get an email, Mark, and you've got to obviously go click on that to make that thing go live. And you probably maybe don't want to. You decide on that, right? But you guys saw what that ad looked like, right? Here we go. We don't need to be at wigflip.com where you make your own sticky notes anymore, so I'm going to leave there, right? But what we've done so far is we set up a buyer page and we created a Craigslist ad for something that's probably not available that we're going to hopefully get some good buyers to click on and come over here and go, wait a minute, yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm not getting the house. I've been looking, right? But in order to create higher conversion when those people come over here, I don't think I would trick them like that. I don't think I would have a picture of a 3-bedroom house that's really not available. So probably I would further customize this page a little bit. What I would probably do is have a picture of that home in that ad over here somewhere, and I'd have a yellow thing through it saying sold, but there's more, right? Something to that effect, right? Maybe change the copy just a little bit, like there's more homes coming. Right. And then you're going to start to get these people are going to say, oh, wow, yeah, I'd sign a buyer broker agreement if you go farm that area for us all day long. Right. And then, Mark, you get to control. You get to say, well, listen, I mean, the price points in your frame as they're set up right now start at 200 and go to 4 million. You might say that's not my market. I gotta make this more like 50,000 to 300. I don't know. Or you might say, I only work with buyers 400 and above, so I can get rid of those fields. You can easily customize this form. Okay. So I just showed you guys how to build a Craigslist ad using GreenShot, right, which is a program that you can download from your back office for free, right? And it's called screen capture software, right? I come down here and I right-click on that, and then I left-click on capture region, and I can take a picture of anything on my desktop, right? I just took a picture of the back office. No, I'm not going to save it, right? So I can take a picture of anything with GreenShot and save it as a JPEG image, right? Here I just took another picture, right? So that's the power of GreenShot. It allows us to not only make Craigslist ads, flyers, we can make a masthead, right? Let's go look at this, right? If we go over to my demo website, let me show you guys something, how easy this is. Let's have some fun, right? Because when you get done here, you can, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. But you're going to need my help. And so I'm going to show you guys how to connect with me very easily for help. But look at this. Here's my demo site. I'm going to click Capture Region. I'm going to take a picture of my masthead right here. And, I could just take over Mark's website right now with it. I could say, save as, right? Let's just save it as just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, save. All right, we're done. Let's go back into Mark's back office. And let's click Upload Images, right? Choose File. Right, and I called it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. Open, and I'm going to say upload. In fact, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click delete this image because I didn't put it where I want to put it. Delete. Right. What I'm going to do, just to have fun here for a moment, is I'm going to come down into this field where it says Stealth Header, and watch. I'm going to upload it here. I'm going to say Choose File, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Open. Whoops. Whoops. We call it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. Open. I'm going to upload my header into his header field. Watch this. Upload. I just uploaded it. Let's go to his website. Let's go to his homepage. Right. Look. I just took over Mark's website. Right. So, it fits perfectly. Right. That's 1,000 pixels wide. It just fits perfectly. Right. So, Mark, you can easily build a custom masthead. You all can do that in 5 minutes, and you could trick your websites out today. And every page could have its own masthead, right? Every page. Like, if you come over here to my home value report, do I have a masthead over there? Nah, I don't. We're looking at the wrong demo site. I don't. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to undo that, Mark. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to say delete this image, okay? And if we go back to your website and refresh, that'll be gone. Right, and things are back to the way they were, right? But that's how I use GreenShot, right? I don't just use it to build Craigslist ads. I can do anything with a GreenShot. There's nothing I can't take a picture of online, right? To save as a JPEG image and play with, right? So I'm going to say, no, I don't want to save that, right? Save, no. Okay, what kinds of questions do you guys have right now? And is there anything I can cover for you that I haven't covered? Heather, you and I have a phone call shortly, so I'm not gonna talk to you just yet. Jerry, how are you, Mr. V?
Doing great, Chris.
Any questions for me? Anything that I could cover that I haven't covered that would be helpful in this webinar?
No, sir.
All right.
Great information.
Thanks. Hey, Mark, how are you? How was that? Got some good ideas there?
Yeah, that was great. Keep going. I mean, you create a whole boatload of Craigslist ads for me. I appreciate that. But here's my question.
Okay.
This morning, you started talking about creating unlimited squeeze pages from the back office.
Yes. Great question.
And that's pretty much where we lost the transmission.
Okay, I'm going to mute you. I'm going to show all you guys that because I was hoping somebody would ask about that. All right. Mark just asked about a new tool that we gave you guys. You know, I pay for my business. I go over to myleadpages.net, and I don't know what we pay, $100 a month to create unlimited lead pages, right? Squeeze pages. Check it out. You guys now have the ability to create unlimited squeeze pages, your own, thousands of them. And the template is so simple. What do I mean by squeeze page? I'll show you what one looks like. I'm going to go to my demo site. All right. And I'll show you one because I've been playing with making one. In fact, I'm glad I got a little bit of work done so you can see. Okay, I'm creating a page right here called Active Adult 55 Plus Communities. I may change the name of it, right? And of course, right now this page is part of my website, but it doesn't have to be. It could have its own URL and be a standalone squeeze page. If it did, it would look like this. I'll click on it, right? So I'm still playing on this one. It says, is it time to downsize? Get a free list of San Diego County active adult retirement communities, money-saving tips for selling your own home, with great suggestions for where to put all that extra stuff, plus a free home valuation report, $199 value, right? And then I got this testimonial. Chris found and coordinated the purchase of our new home while simultaneously marketing, showing, and selling the one we'd been living in for 37 years, allowing us to use the proceeds from our sale to make the purchase and move directly into our new home. We'd highly recommend his services to anyone in San Diego. Right? And then I'm kind of playing around with the text right now. The Chris Silveda team at Rancho Coastal Properties specializes in, San Diego County senior living communities and has the experience you'll need to find the best home for you. So I'm going to create a little report, right, that you guys can all duplicate and just change into the name of your. You'll have to go do some research and for your area, right? But this is a squeeze page, right? And this is a squeeze page, obviously, for targeting seniors. I'm going to come up with squeeze pages for targeting divorce, probate, senior, everything, right? But it's going to be a standalone web page. And you guys don't need to wait for me to come up with templates. You can make any that you want. Thousands, unlimited. Here's how you do it. Okay, so Mark, let's go into your back office, right, since we're already there. Menu, right? All of you guys, if you click on Customize Website Menu, as of Sunday night, you've got a new page, and it's called Squeeze Page. Here it is. You've also got Squeeze Page Header and Footer and Squeeze Page Confirmation, but don't worry about those, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Mark's Squeeze Page number 1 right here, the one that we can play with and copy 1,000 times and duplicate and do things with. And I'm going to drag it onto his website. I'm going to put it right here. I'll make it the second page on his website. Okay, and I'm going to click Save Changes. Okay, so let's go to his website right now and just refresh. And let's see what the template page looks like. Here it is, Squeeze Page number 1. Right. This says, here's how you can sell your home for less than you owe the bank, avoid foreclosure, save your credit, and get your lender to pay all the sales costs for free. The Mark Stengel team at Coral Shores Realty has the experience you'll need to successfully short sale. So he's got a sweet little squeeze page, right? He could point a different domain to this and have a standalone short sale squeeze page, right? In fact, he could duplicate this page 100 times, and each page could have its own domain name. Right, so he could have one for Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Dade, Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, Tarpon Springs, everywhere, right, if he wants to. for free. He's got unlimited of them in his back office. Right. So that's what this one looks like at the moment. Right. But let's say, okay, I want to keep this one, but then I want another one for divorced people, Chris, or for seniors like you got going over here. In fact, I love your headline, Chris. Let's use it. Okay, let's do that. Let's copy my headline, copy. Right. I'm going to right click on that and say copy. Right. And then let's just close my squeeze page. We're done. Right. So now let's go back to Mark's back office menu. Right. And let's click customize website content. Right. And let's go look for that squeeze page. Right. Here it is, squeeze page number 1. Right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click copy. I'm going to make a duplicate of that squeeze page. I'm going to click copy. Right. And the next one is going to be called, well, we'll call it squeeze page 2 for new page ID. But for the menu button, I'm going to call it senior communities, right? Senior communities. And Mark, you can change this at any time you want. I'm going to call it South Florida Senior Living. Let's call it South Florida Senior Living. Right, there we go. And I'm going to click submit. Right. So now Mark has a new page on his website. If we scroll down here, it's called South Florida Senior Living. Right? And we're going to edit that one. All right? So let's click edit. And when we open it up, you're going to see there's the short sale text. I'm going to take that short sale text and I'm just going to click Control V. I'm going to paste in the new headline that we just took. Right? Is it time to downsize? All right. And I'm going to click submit. So let's just watch this occur one change at a time. Let's go over here and let's refresh. Right? Right now it says here, oh, wait. Let's do this. We're looking at the wrong page. Remember, we've got to go to menu, and then we've got to go to customize website menu, because now we've got 2 pages. And we've got to take South Florida Senior Living and bring that over. All right, we're going to put that on. All right, we're going to click Save Changes. All right. Now we're going to go view your customized website, Mark, and let's go check out South Florida Senior Living. All right. It says, is it time to downsize? Get a free list of San Diego County. Oh, that's no good. So what are we going to do? Menu, customize website content. Which page are we going to customize? The one that says South Florida Senior Living. So we're going to edit it, right? And we're going to get rid of San Diego County, and we're going to make that say South Florida. Real easy. South Florida. Right? Real easy. South Florida. Submit. Okay, so now let's go back and let's just refresh. All right, and it's going to say South Florida here in about 10 seconds because I just changed it. Right, is it time to downsize? Get a free list of South Florida active adult retirement communities. Right, but what's the short sale book image all about? That's not going to work. So watch you guys, thinking outside the box again, because now that we've got GreenShot and we know how to capture images, let's go over to Google, and it's not difficult. Right, watch what we're going to do on Google. I'm going to say happy senior couple, right? Images. Let's just click on that. Look at this. Images for happy senior couple. Right. So any of these people could be living down in South Florida and be real happy about it. Right? Let's click on these folks. They look happy. Right, and so, but they've got that little 1, 2, 3 thing right there. I don't like that, right? So that's like a copyrighted thing saying, "Oh, we want you to buy our picture." I don't want to buy a picture. So, look, they look like they're pointing at the sunset. Yeah, that's nice. So, GreenShot, I'm going to right-click on my GreenShot, and then I'm going to left-click on Capture Region, and I'm going to take a picture right here. Right, I'm going to take a picture of this picture, and I'm going to call it File, Save As, Happy Florida Couple. Right? Happy Florida couple. That's what I'm going to save that as. Done. And I'm done there. Now, I'm looking at this image right here, and how wide is it? I don't know. Let me grab my GreenShot and see. Let's come up here and go, I want a picture that's going to be about, I'm going to want my picture to be about 325 pixels wide by 375 deep, right? 325 by 375 is really what I need, right? So let's go over here, And let's say new slide, right? And get rid of this stuff. And let's say insert picture, right, from desktop of a happy Florida couple. All right. And I need that to be about 325 by 375. So what is it right now? Let's grab my green shot and see. Right now it looks like it's, yeah, so 325, wow, it's a lot smaller, right? 325 is like right there, and 375 is like about that tall, right? So I want my picture to be more like that, right? That's good. And I'm going to say File, Save As, my new happy couple, right? So let's just call them Happy Florida Couple again, but we'll rename. Save. Yes. So we got a Happy Florida Couple. You guys know what we're going to do, right? We're going to go into his back office. We're going to click Menu, Upload Images. And what image are we going to upload? Well, we're going to go upload a Happy Florida Couple. Open. Upload. Right? There they are. Now I'm going to right-click and grab the URL, copy link address. I'm going to go back to my main menu. And I'm going to go back to customizing my website some more. So I'm going to go to Customize Website Content. Which page was I going to work on? Oh yeah, South Florida Senior Living. Let's click Edit. And what I was going to do was click on this image and delete it, and then insert a new image. All right, insert image. All right, whoops. Paste. There's my new image. All right, there's my happy Florida couple. Insert, OK. And now we're going to say Submit. All right. So now let's go back to his page and refresh. And you're going to see this thing starting to come along, right? It's not difficult. Is it time to downsize? Get a free list of South Florida active adult and retirement communities, right? And remember, Mark, he can change this form. He doesn't have to ask for first name, last name, email, phone, right? He can ask for whatever he wants. It's up to you. Sky's the limit, Mark. Right. And by the way, Mark, what I would do next is I would put in your photo, right here, and maybe your company logo, right? Wouldn't be difficult to do at all. So you guys, look what we started with. We started with, he had a one page. Let me just erase my drawings, right? He started with, we went back there to customize website menu, right? And he had a new page in his back office. Right. He had a new page in his back office called Squeeze Page Number 1, and it was about short sales. And we left that one alone. Right. We said we want to keep that one, and we want a new squeeze page. So we went down to Customize Website Content, right, and we scrolled down to that page, Squeeze Page Number 1, and we clicked Copy. And we made a copy of it. And then we took the copy and gave it a new name called South Florida Senior Living. Like right now, we could copy this page, right? And we could call the new page South Florida Divorce, right? So we can come down here and say divorce and real estate, right? Submit. And now he's got a new page called divorce and real estate, right? But if we go to look at it, let's go look at divorce and real estate, right? That's what it looks like. Now we got to start editing this one and turn it into a divorce page. You guys see how that works? Right. So I can make unlimited squeeze pages from my back office, right? I could make a squeeze page for an open house, right? I could make a squeeze page like this could say, you know, open house this weekend, boom, 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 from 5 to 6, you know, download a something. Right? I could, anything I want, right? I wouldn't do something for an open house, but unlimited squeeze pages. Right. So that's what Mark was asking about. You guys now have the ability to do that in your back office. It's real easy. Real easy. And by the way, these stealth websites, let's shut this page. These stealth websites, let's view your website, Mark. Each of these pages, if you wanted, could have its own domain name. Like South Florida Senior Living, you could go purchase www.southfloridaseniorliving.com and point it at this page, right? you could go purchase www.fortlauderdalehomefinder.com and you could point it at this page. So you guys are not, relegated to just having one domain name. You could have a bunch of domain names pointed to this site. And now, since Sunday at midnight, you're not just relegated to your stealth website. You've got unlimited potential for building a whole bunch of squeeze pages, right? And I'm going to develop them as soon as I can, I'm buried in things to create for you guys, but it's on my list to provide you with template squeeze pages for all those individual markets, probates, divorce, that you could just open up and edit it quickly, a couple edits to fit your marketplace, right? So thanks for asking that great question, Mark. Michael M., I'm glad to see you're here. Hey, any questions, Michael? Anything that I could cover for you or thoughts?
No, you hit it all. Everything's looking real good.
Good, okay. A little bit of overwhelm, huh? A lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Okay, I'm going to mute you. Hey, Randy, can we hear you today? Say hello out loud. Yeah, I couldn't hear you. Yeah, I don't think you've got a speaker or something going on with you, Randy. Hey, Jerry, what's up? Go ahead, speak. Jerry V, I saw you raise your hand. Nothing? All right. So, Mark, what do you think? Pretty cool, huh?
Great stuff. You go much faster than probably a lot of us can go. That's why it seems overwhelming, but we understand the concept. Good stuff.
So, so the thing to do next, because I know I go really fast, the thing to do next is if you understand your strategy, Mark, like, okay, first things first, Chris, I want a divorce page and I want it to be a standalone squeeze page. Schedule some time with me. I'll help you.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
I'll do that.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to our call. Anyway, we've got a call scheduled.
Correct.
Okay, you guys. So you learned how to use your GreenShot screen capture software today, right? From your back office, you go and I'll download it now, and you can start just coming over here and capture region and taking pictures of things all over the internet and saving them and uploading them into your back office. Right? Whether you want to upload images to make a masthead or upload images to make a Craigslist ad or upload images to customize your newsletter. Okay? If your newsletter doesn't have a beautiful custom cover image that you're really proud of, and it probably doesn't yet, I'm happy to help you. Right? And now you know how to even give it a shot on your own. Right? In your Click Training video library back here, by the way, scroll around because there's some videos back here where I show this stuff like a little bit slower, right? I'm pretty certain I've got some videos back here about how to use that screen capture software, okay? How to use that screen capture software. And so what I've been doing this week, I've been getting people into my calendar. In fact, I got a call here when I hang up with Heather Sancaro and a great agent here in Riverside, California, and then I got some calls with other agents after her and tomorrow. But if you're not in my calendar yet, yeah, I want to get you there. I want to have an individual phone call with everybody, like this week, next week, ASAP, right? And make sure like you have a plan and your website's looking the way you want it to be looking and your newsletter's looking great. And you understand the importance of sending your newsletter out to your apple orchard every month and getting you guys going. So Dave at SimpleListingSolutions.com, he's there for you for any kind of IT support or billing support. And me, Chris at Simple Listing Solutions, right, or call the toll-free number. I'm just waiting for you to send me a little email or phone call saying, hey, Chris, please call me so we can connect. And then I will, okay? And if you've already done that and I haven't called you yet, it's because you only did that yesterday and I haven't made it to you yet, but I'm making my way down the list. So thank you, you guys. Go do good work out there. By the way, here's the word from the street. In between Florida and California right now, listing inventory picking up. A lot more inventory coming in. Are you guys experiencing that? I'm hearing that, and I'm hearing it, well, I heard it from a couple different Keller Williams brokerages. Not because they've got any special stuff going on at KW, but I was talking to brokers from 2 different KW offices, and they're like, wow, last 90 days, boom. Our agents are, they're bringing them in. They're bringing them in. The listings are coming in. So if that's not your experience yet, it's happening. So good luck out there, and let's talk soon.